Shalom. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI. Once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the elect.
After a truck plowed through a group of protesters advocating for Native American rights, some activists accusing the driver of a racially motivated attack. This whole incident was caught on camera. ABC's Lauren Lister has the latest.
Today, police investigating this terrifying moment at a Columbus Day protest. In Reno, Nevada, a truck plowing through a group of activists, reportedly hitting at least 5 people. Some demonstrators calling it racially motivated.
They were saying derogatory remarks against Native American people.
The protesters advocating for Native American rights, demonstrating against observance of the Columbus Day holiday. As demonstrators march on this Reno street, a white truck pulls up. You can hear the driver honking and revving the engine. Members of the crowd and the people inside the vehicle appear to argue. You can hear strong words exchanged. In this video, some activists appear to threaten the driver.
I'll tear you out of that car.
And then
Hey man, I believe, from watching this, that Esau is definitely trying to push the race wars as it is written in 2nd Esdras, the 15th chapter. How one people shall stand up against another, man. One nation against another nation, man. That's also written in Matthew 24. And we entering into the time, man, where Jake, Jake is getting tired of this stuff, man. All right? And that's what the scriptures say, man. Arise, for this is not your rest. From watching this, man, it just goes to show you more and more, man, how Jake is oppressed. Jake is so oppressed, man. They oppressed not only physically, all right, but mentally and spiritually, man. Here it is. They try to stand up, our brothers, the Gadites, man. All right, and they get hurt for it. Like in that movie, The Butler, when Forrest Whitaker's father, stood up against the so-called white man that raped his wife. All right, he got shot down in the field. So this is oppression on every level, man. All right, and our big brother, King David, had a lot to say about that, man. One of the examples being this Psalms 55:1, to the chief musician on Neginoth Mashil, a psalm of David. Give ear to my prayer, O God, and hide not thyself from my supplication. Attend to me and hear me. I mourn in my complaint and make a noise. And that's what our people is doing, man. All right? Making a protest, man. That's mourning their complaint. But where they err at is not mourning to YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI. And we're going to get into that too. All right, verse 3, it says, because of the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in their wrath they hate me. Now the devil, the so-called white man that was driving the truck, he seen what was going on, man. He seen, they had signs. You even had people telling them, go around, man. Don't act like that. But that's what it says, man. It says, the voice of the enemy, because of the oppression of the wicked, for they cast iniquity upon me, and in wrath they hate me. And time and time again, Esau only likes you if you're a slave, man. If you start kicking up against his system, all right, he turns up on you, man. The brother GMS SF Bay discussion did a video about, it was called Esau will show you, something to that extent. I believe his name, Esau will show you that he hates you. You know what? Let me just try to find it real quick. 2 seconds, though. Esau will always remind you that you're a slave. And that's what it is, man. Esau's just reminding us that we're slaves, man. All right, here it is. Yesterday, you had that Christopher Columbus where our brothers and sisters, man, you know, were when Christopher Columbus came to meet our people, he came to meet our people with violence, rape, robbery, and murder, man. And our people, you know, the so-called Native American Indians, which are Gad, all right, and you so-called Hispanics, which are Ephraimites, which is so-called Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, man, and Simeonites, so-called Dominicans, which are the Simeonites, Issachar, right, which are the so-called Mexicans, on down, man. All the so-called Hispanics, man, and all the so-called Native American Indians, you know, they were met with oppression, all right. They were met with Christianity, all right, which is pushed on our people today, man. Here it is, you got our people standing up against it, all right. But they err not knowing the scriptures. You know, they err because they don't call upon YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You know, because really they want justice from the so-called white man, which they're not going to get. They're not going to get it, man. The scriptures say that you're going to go to Egypt again with ships. Which that further proves that we are in slavery, man. Because that's why Egypt again with ships, man. Meaning what? Through Christopher Columbus, we came over here with ships, man. He established a transatlantic slave trade, man. And then after he got to Northern, man, he started messing around with Judah, man, over there in the west coast of Africa, with Judah, the so-called African Americans, man. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Benjamin being the so-called West Indians, and Levi being the so-called Haitians. You know? Alright, so this is back in Psalms 55 and 4. My heart is sore pain within me, and the terrors of death are falling upon me. Alright? So we ask, you know, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI to take us out of this place, man. Because this is how we feel, man. You know? And the scriptures say the last shall be first and the first shall be last, man. We've been telling our people this day in and day out, man. Alright? But they choose not to listen, man. But now, alright, the so-called white man is starting to come down with great wrath. He hasn't come down completely yet, but he will, as you can see. Alright, so this is Psalm chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, lead me, O Yahweh, in thy righteousness because of my enemies. Make thy way straight before my face. Alright, and that's what our people fail to realize, man. And that's why you continue to get shot down. You know? Like I said, man, this video is concerning oppression of our people, but it's also concerning you know, the wickedness of our people. Because here it is, you have our people, you know, who try to stand up against the white man, you know, whether it be on a traffic stop, whether it be about Columbus Day, whether it be about just anything, man, on oppression of the so-called white man. You know, you got the NFL players now. They're taking a kneel during the the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. All right, because that represents oppression, man. But what, man? They getting penalized. They getting shot down, man. They getting their endorsements taken away from them, man. But us, in the spirit of YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because we follow him in truth, sincerity. All right, us men of Great Millstone and the men that follow, the true brothers of Great Millstone, might I add. All right, don't nothing happen to us. The Most High allows us to go out there every Saturday, do videos throughout the week, countless videos upon oppression of this devil. All right, and he allows us to continue to do it safely and be safe. All right, so this is Psalm chapter 5, verse 8. It says, lead me, O Yahweh, in thy righteousness because of mine enemies. Make thy way straight before my face. And this is what the Most High has done, man, by giving us the proper understanding to allow us to how can I say, to allow us to learn and know how to learn about the ways that please YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth, their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre, they flatter with their tongue. You know, like I said, man, when our people start to stand up upon the oppression of this devil, all right, what they say, man, you're just a nigger, you're just a wetback, you're just a you know what I'm saying, go back to where you came from. Well, guess what, man? This was their land before you damn devils came over here, man. They Issachar, man. And that goes to show you how Issachar and the so-called Gadites is brothers too, man. Because what Esau did, man, with Issachar, man, they gave him a little piece of land and they took most of it, man. And with Gad, man, they gave him reservations and they took the rest of their land, man. You know? It says their throat is an open sepulchre, man. They flatter with their tongue. Get over it. You know? I'm glad you niggas are still you bunch of niggers. You know, this, that, and the third, man, talking down upon our people, man. Alright, but this is not our rest, as the scriptures say, man. And we waiting on YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. If you ain't doing that, you ain't doing nothing, man. Alright, it says, destroy thou them, O power. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Alright, this goes to show you how we can hate, man. Our people talking about you can't hate, man. But look what the so-called white man's hating. Alright, he's doing it very well, man. And the Most High hates, man. He said, Jacob have I loved and Esau have I hated, man. Malachi 1:1, Romans, was that 9:13? Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions, for they have rebelled against thee. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. Alright, so this is a call to the to the elect, rather. Alright, to get it together, man, and to come to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, because the Most High is bringing mass death, man. Alright? You know? The Most High is bringing mass death, man. And he's waking Israel up too, man. You know? So it's grand time to get it together, man. And come back to your power. YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. So with that, I hope brothers was edified. Shalom, Israel.